Welcome back. I'm First Alert meteorologist Jack Van Meter. Our temperatures today were a lot different than what we dealt with yesterday. Temperatures only right around the 60-degree mark. You got to remember, yesterday we were in the middle 80s. It was quite nice outside right before the dust storm came through and then the cold front came through, and now we're kind of seeing the results of this brand new air mass here in Michiana. Current temperatures as of now, everybody's right around that 60-degree mark. And also take a look at our wind direction. You can see the little wind barbs coming from the west, but it's actually starting to pivot up just a little bit to the northwest, and that's where our wind direction will start to stand for tomorrow, further cooling us down. Our graduation forecast for tomorrow, a chilly morning, and then we will be warming up back into the 60s, but the low 60s, only warming up to a high temperature right around 63 degrees. I know Notre Dame has their graduation tomorrow morning, so let's go ahead and talk about the conditions that they will be seeing in the morning. Here's Future Track, stopped at 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody cooling back down into the 50s and then settling at a temperature right around 50 straight on, and then actually on 9 o'clock in the morning. That's when Notre Dame's graduation is tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be still in the lower 50s, and we are still going to be watching some lingering cloud cover, mainly from the northwest. What's over in the northwest? Of course, Lake Michigan is providing that moisture in the atmosphere for the cloud cover. Going throughout the day, we can see that cloud cover will start to diminish as high pressure moves into Michiana. And like I said, temperatures only going to be warming up into the low and even middle 60s. So still a cooler day ahead and an even colder day on Monday, and a bit of a dynamic forecast as well. Now, our departure from normal. I said earlier that we will be cooling down going into next week. So let's go ahead and talk about exactly why we will be moving or cooling down into next week. This is that low pressure system. This circle here is going to be that center of the low that's in between Toronto and Ottawa. And as we can see on the back side of it, it's going to be pulling down that cooler air from Canada, and we're just going to be seeing more of that going into next week. Another low pressure system, this time out in the northern plains, will be moving through, causing a cold front to crash through Michiana, and all of this blue and purple that we're seeing in the middle of the week is going to represent cooler than normal temperatures. Got to remember, our average high temperature this time of year is right around 71 degrees, and when we see this deep coloration across Michiana on this specific map, that means we're going to be talking about temperatures at 60 degrees, 58, and maybe even the lower 50s as well. And we can see that low really deepening over Michiana in the middle of the week. And finally, by Friday, that low pressure system is going to be sliding to the east, and we can see high pressure returning down in the southern plains. That'll be moving in for the weekend. So that is good news there. Precipitation trend, we will be dealing with rain showers in the beginning of the week and also to end the week as well. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast. 58 degrees there on Tuesday. Also watching some thunderstorm chances. So yeah, forecast really taking in almost 100